organization, we are a startup. We have a startup mindset. What are some of the things that you have learned to prioritize, especially that there are a lot of decisions to be made? There are things that need to happen as soon as possible. And in that, what do you think in that process is an advice you could give to the youth with an entrepreneurial mindset?
I think the question you asked combines a number of things. One is about everybody's responsibility, including mine. I think it is past time for me to aspire to be an entrepreneur. But again, being an entrepreneur is an issue of mindset. I'm trying to find ways of being one, even at the wrong time, but building on my other responsibility. I'm now in politics. So I have tried to make it a politics of entrepreneurship. Meaning that for those ideas I may have, I try to find ways of channeling those ideas through politics to reach the young people, many of whom are here, who are doing different things, so that, and really use politics also to create that environment where, aspiring entrepreneurs can, find that environment where they are enabled to do a number of things. So for the young people, the advice is as we grow up, we come to understand every year, understand better the world we are in as we find it. But there's also the world every person would want it to be, starting with himself, the people around them, and family, friends, and the society as a whole. So for young people, therefore, as you keep growing, you keep expanding your understanding of the world, but also trying to make a contribution to the shaping of this world you are in. There are choices you make, there are investments you make, and there are things you expect as the outcomes. So for me, it is just to tell everyone here, the young people, that they have everything in themselves and around themselves to tap into, to grow themselves and to grow the society they are part of. In this case, many of them here are Rwandans, and it's about Rwanda, it's about Africa, it's about... and I'm sure we all learned many things from what the young people who spoke before us had to tell us. Devin, Christelle, and they're just telling us that what we have been doing, what we are doing, you can do. You don't have to do what they are doing, but you can do different things with the same kind of mindset and spirit with which they are doing it. So that is the advice I can give to young people. And again, it's not just about one individual, it's also that individual and others and the country and the wider society. And there is searching that we can all contribute to or gain from or do that will make a difference in solving one problem or the other, but around that, benefiting from it. I mean, Christelle was telling us about water, providing water. Water is all over the place, but people don't access it. Or there is where water seemingly is lacking, but ideas can actually show people where water is that everyone needs, and to make it available so that more people access it than before. And around that, create these businesses we heard they were talking about, and many others. I'm sure many others in the room, we might hear from them. So let the young people really feel they have in them and around them many things to tap into. This is why I was saying, earlier I was telling somebody, said when you actually were asking people questions and this, I was seeing people, said, put up your hands if you have a question, and somebody was, another one. So I want them to say, yeah, I have something to say. Just raise your hand, put it high up there so that you are seen, and don't hesitate. Don't do like this. And, so the young people must learn to just show up and try their luck. And many of them have had education. That's what the country does. That's what we are doing. We try to make sure that this education is available to as many of our young people as possible. That's what every country is doing. So once we have done that, build on that, and the sky is no longer the limit. Thank you.
Thank you. We've talked a lot about entrepreneurship, the different mindset, redefining the story, changing our, redefinition, or just imagining new things based on what we already have. And of course, plugging it into our roots, what is home and what works for our people as an African nation. My question to you is, what is your biggest dream or achievement that you're really looking forward to in the next coming years?
Wow.
It's not just one. But I can bring all of them together. It's just continuing to see Rwanda, Africa, stabilize, grow, achieve prosperity for our people, and be where we should be, that others have taken for granted. Some people are up there and they've taken that for granted. For us, we are trying to figure out how to get there. I want us to get there. And get there really by our own efforts and resources and our people, because we have all of that. Yes. So I'm sure the young people here and the generation coming after them and others should, I think, be looking at things like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish, so that is my dream.
Thank you.
It's almost unfair to answer that question after the president. I always paraphrase a statement made by Moses, the prophet Moses. So this guy runs up to him outside and says to him, Moses, Moses, there are some people that are prophesying in the camp please stop them. And he said, oh, no, no, don't stop them. Oh, how I wish all God's people were prophets. So I paraphrase it. My dream is, I wish all young Africans were entrepreneurs. Come on, guys. My dream is to come back here and there is 5,000 crystals, young men and women creating jobs. The policies are in place. The leadership is in place. The support is in place. Why not? We can do it. I think that should be yours. The Nike was just do it. Now yours becomes we can do it.
Yeah. Mr. President, Mr. Masiwa, it has been an honor to be able to moderate this panel with you two. I've learned a lot, and I'm pretty sure everyone in this room as well is appreciative for your time and knowledge. And I really want to thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.